time, science is essential. Everywhere, all the time, science boosts your potential. Knowledge equals power. Don't waste another hour. You can do it. Anywhere, anytime.
There's many opportunities for young people that are really interested in science to get involved and to learn what we do know and to go further than we know at this point.
I'm Mackenzie Paris-Gandola. We've been watching the launch of Apollo 14 on its journey to the moon nearly 40 years ago. And that's Edgar Mitchell, the sixth man to walk on the moon. Let's hear more about him.
There's pitch over. There it is. Right on the money. That's beautiful. Right on.
Astronaut Dr. Edgar Mitchell flew on the Apollo 14 mission in 1971. He is one of only a dozen men who have seen Earth from the moon 384,000 kilometers away.
The experience of seeing Earth from deep space and seeing it in the larger perspective of a tiny little planet circling the sun and seeing it in the context of the heavens is an awesome experience.
Edgar Mitchell had a lot of time to stare at Earth from space and to think about that awesome experience. It took the astronauts 3 days to reach the moon from Earth, and then 3 days to return.
But the moon seems like a next-door neighbor compared to the sun. The moon is 384,000 kilometers from Earth, while the sun is 150 million kilometers from our planet. The small dot represents the size of Earth. The large paper circle represents the size of the sun. The sun is much bigger. If it were hollow, about 1 million Earths could fit inside the sun. To get an idea of how far apart they are, the student holding the paper Earth is taking 82 giant steps from the students holding the sun.
79, 80, 81, 82.
That represents the distance between Earth and Sun. The Earth and Sun, as we know, are 150 million kilometers apart. But even at that huge distance, the sun remains the major source of light and heat for Earth.
Early man knew that. They knew that there wasn't going to be warmth, there weren't going to be crops, there weren't going to be plants without the sun's energy.
Earth orbits around the sun in a circular path that's really slightly elliptical. We call the movement of Earth around the sun a revolution. It takes 365 days for Earth to make that revolution around the sun. And that's how we know the length of 1 year. 1 year is 365 days. At the same time Earth is revolving around the sun, the moon is revolving around Earth, but it makes its revolution every 28 days, or every month.
By watching the moon and the sun as they appear to move across the sky, we can measure time. This, in fact, was the first way that man ever figured out how to measure time.
It would be very hard for us, even today, to keep track of time if we didn't keep track of the motions of the moon and Earth. The moon revolves around Earth every 28 days or every month. Earth revolves around the sun every 365 days or every year. And even though to us the sun appears to rise in the east and set in the west, the sun is actually shining everywhere into space all the time. So, if the sun was scaled down to the size of a beach ball, how small would Earth be?